Hi everyone. In previous sessions, we talked about local repositories. In this session, I'm going to talk about remote repositories. Remote repositories could, as per my understanding, could be GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, uh, or other repositories which are Git-based, or even be in a local server in your company on which you already got GitLab or GitHub installed and running. So till now, whatever we learned about local repo will be useful to deal with actually the remote repositories because nowadays everyone is using those remote repositories in order to keep the track of the projects and their repos and their images and their application and stuff like that. Okay, jump into my WSL. I'm in my project directory. In order to see if I already got a remote repository being set on that, let me see git remote dash v or double v. Okay, nothing is already set here. So what should I do in this case? I have to set up the remote repository for my local repo. So the command is git remote. Okay, add origin. This origin is conventional. You can put whatever you like. But since I've seen that everyone is using origin, so this origin is you can see this is origin here, which is mentioning, okay, the origin for this repository is this one. So you can put this or whatever you like instead of origin, but I myself rather not to change it. I never changed it in any project yet. Let's get back to the command line. Okay, git remote add origin. Okay, remote repository URL. So what can we do now? We can create a repo there, and we can put even a different name than my project in our remote repository, and then set up or remote onto that. So just keep this one here, hold it on here, and let's get back to uh, my own repository. Here is my own repository. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to create one private repository for myself. Why private? Because in organizational projects and enterprise projects, you need to keep your files, your information, your codes, everything private inside your company. This is just a free account which I created for GitHub. On a free account, you can just create one private repo. So instead of my dot project, I just put project. But I myself rather to uh, uh, have the same name as my project there. It is again optional, but I myself rather to have it the same name. Okay, my project is available in Hamed.Soleimani, which is the owner. Description. This is a repo to teach remote repository. Okay, here it is private. Do you want to add gitignore here? No, I don't want. Do you want to add a README file? Hmm, not a bad idea. But I rather to add the readme.md later on myself. So let's create this repository. Okay, if you create it, you can see these to create a new repo on the command line. It is already instructing you what to do. So it is saying, okay, what you can do in your local repo in order to push into this one. Here it's been mentioned how to push my local repo to this repository. So I just copy it, get back to my repo and run this one. If I run git remove, you can see, okay, my repo been set to this one. Since I am using this command is actually providing which is the I think main branch. So instead of main, I'll put master because I'm using master. Okay, and then you can have main as well, but it's better to have the same naming for the branches of local and remote. It's always the best practice. And then git push u origin master. Okay, let's get back to here. Okay, here it is asking me my username. I put Hamed.Soleimani and the password. So hopefully these days GitHub is not letting you just to put a simple password. So since I already created a passkey for myself, I will uh, add that one, which is already uh, kept in a secure place inside my LastPass and paste it here. So it's a very long key. So since I'm very fussy about security, I use the long key here. Okay. So it seemed that everything done. So let's get back to my repo here. Hamed.Soleimani. So see how many repositories I got. Okay. This is my project and it is updated right now. My numbers. Yeah, it's here. Everything is here. There is no README. So what's it? I think it's a good idea to create a README in my remote and then pull this time, pull everything from there. So, okay, this is everything on master branch. We don't have, we didn't, uh, since we already merged it into the master branch, we didn't merge it to the feature, but let's do something else. So let's create a new branch. Put the name feature in the remote. Okay, so feature the source. So this it is actually merging from the master. You can see the sign here. Okay, create the branch. All right, so now if we go to my project, we can see we already got feature branch as a master is default, but let's get into the feature branch. Feature is also showing my numbers like this, but I want to add a readme here. This is a private branch that I used for teaching. Okay, so you remember we were doing commit changes inside or local, but here also we can do a commit. So the uh, it, just like the local repo, it is asking us to write something here. Description, maybe my first. This is the commit message for that. My first uh, removed removed commit. So commit directly go to feature branch. Let's do the commit change. Okay, great. Now in our feature branch, we got readme and we got my numbers. But what if we switch to our master branch in the remote? Do you think we will see two files there as well? Just think for 5 seconds. Okay? No, there is no readme file here. Why there is no readme? Because uh, we haven't merged it to this remote repo yet. So even here it is asking, okay, feature had risen pushes 32 seconds ago. So you can do it inside the remote repo as well. So you can compare and pull the request here. It's not a bad idea to do it. Let's do that. Add a title, create readme.md, my first remote. Open. So someone, if you are working in an organization, I can actually create this pull request and someone can approve it. But here it is just me. I will show you two different accounts as soon as possible. But okay, let's preview all great. So okay, I'm creating the pull request. You can see create readme. It was a pull request, so it is actually by this pulling request, I'm merging to the master branch. So this branch has no conflicts with the base branch. What is our base branch? Master branch. Merge pull request. So here you can add as a reviewer something, but let's complete the merge. And just, okay, since I'm just doing it myself, confirm it. Oh, good. So now let's get back to my repositories. and my project repo. I'm on master. What happened? README is here. So merge also been done inside my remote repository. A good news is that you can do everything which you have done on your local inside the remote repo without even leaving that. But trust me, doing them locally and then push them back to your remote repo will be much easier and uh, make your version control job much practical. Okay, let's do something else. Let me see. Okay, I I get back to feature branch, and what I'm gonna do, I'm going to change something in my numbers. So I go here and this is my code. Edit this file. Okay, I go here and I write number 4 added. Okay, so and I commit the change as well. Update, commit messages, update. Okay, I'll put this one. I don't put any optional extended message. I just add commit message here. Fourth number being added to my numbers txt. Commit directly to the feature branch. Yes, commit. Okay. So if I get back to my repo, you can see I'm on feature and my numbers just been updated now. And fourth number is there. Okay. See, fourth number 4 being added. Do you think you will see the same in your local repository and also in your master branch inside remote? No, definitely no. So it is just existing here in this feature branch. In your feature branch of your remote repository. So let's get back to my local repo. So run git status to see where are you now. Okay, you are on master branch. So let's git checkout feature. If I hit cat my numbers, do you think you will see the number 4? Just I'll give you 5 seconds. Definitely no, because everything done inside your remote repository. So you might ask, okay, what should I do now? How can I update it? Okay, if I run git branch -r, I can see that these are my remote branches already been set. So I'm just gonna pull. So pull is meaning that, okay, I'm gonna fetch every change and update from my remote branch, everything into my local branch, and pull is do something on top of that, which is merging all the change being done onto the into the remote repository as well. So here I'm going to use pool. So what I do, I use git pool origin feature. Again, it is asking me. You don't need to add these keys and username every time. You can set it up inside your git config as well. But since I don't want to provide my passkey, I'm just entering it every time. But you don't need to do it. Okay, great. No run git status on branch feature, nothing to commit. Git log dash all. Okay, it is showing us everything been done. So head is to feature, origin is now set to feature, or remote repository. And you can see fourth number been added to my number. And it is also showing the message of the remote, which was of the remote repo, which was for the master ones, because I ran git log all. So just hit Q to get out of here. Clear. Okay, cat, my number. You can see that number 4 is here. Okay, but let me show you something tricky. Uh, here, this is my project, okay, and still we haven't merged anything from our remote feature to our master branch. Also, we got the same situation in our local as well. If we just switch to switch or checkout, I rather to use checkout. If I just check out to master and I run cat my numbers, you can see, okay, 3 is not still there. So what can I do here? I can do, I we ran this command before. So I am on my master. What I will do, I will merge it from the, I will merge feature to this one. Git merge feature. Okay, now if we run git log, we will see that fourth number been added. So head is toward master. This is our local feature and this is our remote. Okay, so let's hit Q, clear, and if I run cat numbers, sorry, cat my numbers, you see that, okay, number 4 is here. But if we go to our remote, still there is nothing in our remote master feature. What we have to do? No, we can push everything to our master branch in the remote repository. In order to do that, first of all, let me show you something. Git branch dash dash all is showing me that this is the master, but I am on master. But once I was running git log, I could see that uh, my origin, which is showing, it's like a tag that's showing the remote branch is already mapped to feature. I have to change that one. So let's set it like this: git branch dash u origin master master. Set up to track remote branch master from origin. So branch master. So, okay. Now let's run git branch w. So maybe I have to just run git push dot v, everything up to date. Git status chat my number. Cat. So let's go to master branch. Let me see if no, it's still here. Maybe I have to force push that. So git push origin master dash dash force. Yeah, Hamed.Soleimani. Alright, so let's grab my okay, I forced that. So let's get back to my just reload it. Great. So number 4 been added, and it is showing me okay, roughly 28 minutes ago this one being updated. Okay, well done. So what we have done, we already merged the uh, merge number 4 in our local to in our local feature branch to our local master branch, and after that we push them to our local to our remote master repository. So everything at the moment is sync. So if I run git log, I might be able to see okay, Hamed added fourth number to my numbers. Then I did my first remote commit. Even if I run git log dash dash all, I can see more details of how many. So you can see we got all the history of what we have done here. So imagine that we made a mistake somewhere, and then uh, we're gonna correct that mistake. We can switch or check out into or commit based on the commit history, and we can get back to the situation where we were, and then even create another branch on top of that, and then merge it to the main branch, or even rebase it to the main branch. I'll talk about these uh, terms later on, but for now, at least we understood how to uh, work uh, with or remote GitHub repository. Just as a quick uh, refresher, and let me show you something else. Okay, here is my account. I already added MFA and everything here, but uh, in terms of the access, you can see that there are this is two-factor, and these are security keys. SMS here you can add two-factor authenticator, which is necessary uh, for your use and then for your usage. So here, if you go to developer access, there are personal access tokens. So we already have two type of personal access tokens. Since I was the admin, you can see that I already created a token for this one, which will expire on 225. It is not a good practice, honestly. You have to put a token just to be expired in 2 or 3 months. So here I could get my token. So once I was pushing or uh, pulling from my remote repo, it was asking me this token. This was the token being added. I try to uh, add these tokens into a config file offline, and then I don't need to, add them manually every time. I think that's enough for now. I'll see you next session and have a good time. Bye bye.